Hey, Scorezle family. Welcome back to the podcast that brings the magic, the mindset, and the real stories from champions on and off the field. I'm your host, and today's guest is someone kids around the world look up to, and honestly, so do we. She's a 9-time All-American, a 2-time back-to-back NCAA partner stunt champion, a 4-time back-to-back World Cup partner stunt champion, a 2-time Grand Collegiate champion at Weber State, a U.S. national team athlete, and now a cheerleader for the Utah Jazz. The one, the only, Hailey D'Lynn SMITH is in the Scorezle house today. But before we bring Hailey in, we've got a super fun surprise moment lined up today. A little while back, we welcomed a young athlete named Oakley into the Scorezle family. When we asked who her favorite athlete was, she didn't even blink. Hailey D'Lynn SMITH. And now we're going to witness real time her reactions when she meets her favorite athlete.
Hey!
Who is that?
Hailey D'Lynn! Hey! I'm so excited.
I think she's shocked.
I'm so excited to talk to you today.
Hey, Oakley, why don't you take a moment and introduce yourself?
So, my name's Oakley and my favorite sport is cheer. And I'm in level 4 in gymnastics, or tumble. I'm so shocked.
You're so shocked?
You're so pretty.
Thank you. You are too.
Thank you. My favorite sport is cheer.
Awesome.
And I'm on youth level 2 and my team is Midnight.
Okay.
And I'm in level 4 in tumble and I'm 8.
Wow. Okay. That sounds so awesome. It's so nice to meet you, Oakley. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
Tennessee.
Okay. I was like, I hear
I
a
live
little
in New York.
accent. I'm from Texas, so I was like, I recognize the accent a little bit. It's cute. I'm currently in Ogden, Utah right now for college and for cheering for the U.S. national team, but I grew up in San Angelo, Texas, and I was there for 18 years up until I went to college.
We love Texas, don't we?
Yes. Especially the restaurant, Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's amazing.
I'm so excited.
Mom, what about you? Do you want to introduce yourself?
yes. My name is Andrea.
You have the same birthday.
No way.
We did. Yes, April 27th.
Okay. I'm April 26th, so we're close. We're close.
Oh, we're right close.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we had noticed because she has like a cheer Instagram to document her
Yes.
journey, and you had a story that said you were a tourist,
Yep.
and we're like, I'm a tourist too.
Yes.
So we're like, I wonder when her birthday is. So we're just going to go on a little stalking adventure and our favorite cheerleader. But they had you wrong. They had you as April 27th, and she was like, Mom, you and Hailey D'Lynn had the same birthday. She quickly reminded me that my birthday was way, way before yours. So definitely not the same year. She was very quick to let me know
That's
that.
so cute.
But
There's
that,
19 more days till my birthday because my birthday is June 29th.
So you're going to be 9. Are you
Mhm.
excited?
Yes, I'm so excited.
You're almost to double digits.
I know.
that sounds so big.
That does.
But yeah, but like she said, we're in Tennessee. It's a very rural, small area. So I'm super glad that we have a satellite gym here from a bigger gym that's about an hour away so that she could even get started in cheer. And I have never done cheer before. This whole world has been so new to me, but it's been so wonderful. And I feel like cheer mom extraordinaire. Like I want to know all the things and
Absolutely.
learn all the things. And I'm like so proud of Oakley and like everything she's accomplished so far, and we just love doing cheer and having fun and just seeing her grow and do all the things.
That is awesome. And so it is such an honor to connect you guys together. But Hailey, I've got to start with you. Just coming
Yes.
back to your journey, I want to learn more about you. You've got a lot of people listening on the podcast today that may think that you've been cheering your whole life, right? But you've got a unique and different journey that we want to learn about. Can you just walk us through how did you actually get connected into cheer?
So I started out as an elite gymnast for 16 years. I was doing gymnastics in San Angelo from 2 years old all the way till I graduated high school. And kind of like they were saying, I grew up in like a very small town. So the access to like equitable gyms to move beyond, the national level was very, very little. I would have had to relocate to a bigger city in Texas. So I chose to just kind of finish out my gymnastics career, especially due to a lot of debilitating injuries and stuff when I turned 18. And I actually had no plans on cheerleading. Like, kind of growing up in gymnastics, they engraved in our brain, like, if you want to cry, go be a cheerleader.
It really is amazing that cheer wasn't even on your radar.
Growing up, I'm not even thinking cheer is a sport at all. I'm like, I don't want to be a cheerleader. That's for babies, right? And then I go to a clinic in Dallas, Texas at Cheer Athletics Plano at the old location. And I was there literally just for fun. I had no idea what I was getting into. And I had a state gymnastics championship up in the area at the same time. So I was like, why not? I'll do it. There's nothing else to do this day. So sure, I go and I meet Monica Aldama and Vontae Johnson and then Chris Franklin. And this was pre Netflix, so I had never even heard of any of them or what colleges they were at. Like the only one I was familiar with was Texas Tech, just because that was like, the big university in Texas. So when I was there, they were recruiting me and scouting me because I had good tumbling from gymnastics and I'm really little. I'm 4'8". So they kind of saw me as like a flyer, someone to be on the third level of the pyramid. So they were really interested in pursuing me. And I was still kind of like, okay, like, sure, I'll go check out the colleges. And then I talked a little bit with my mom about it. And then coincidentally, that night, we're watching a show on the TV. And then this trailer comes on for season 1 of Cheer. And I'm like, Mom, I'm like, this is literally who we just talked to. I was like, started Googling everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is what they do. Like, this is actual, like, flips. Like, this is cool. This isn't just, pom poms for football. Like it's like bigger than that. So I went and visited both colleges for the rest of my senior year, back and forth until I chose to sign to Trinity Valley. And I committed to that college, I want to say in December of 2020. And then yeah, I've been with them ever since. And it was really cool because this whole discovery of me finding out what cheer was during COVID. So when they were coming down to visit me in San Angelo, they were talking to me about like what it was like to train with face masks on. And then literally that next week is when they shut down Texas. So Daytona got canceled. And now I know what Daytona means like as an athlete. And I can't imagine training that whole year to get to March, which is literally like 3 weeks away from Daytona, and then get it taken from you. So it was really cool to kind of see like the upbringing of, the cheer culture, like see what it was when no one knew what cheerleading is to everyone in the world knows what partner stunt is now, thanks to the show, and then just a bunch of people sharing their cheer journey like the sweetheart right
Right.
here. And now it's become like a mainstream thing.
That's absolutely incredible. Can you talk more about like as you
Mhm.
transition from gymnastics to cheer, you had to prove yourself quickly to a new sport. What was that like as you tried to earn a spot on a team?
Yes, it was definitely very difficult my first year. I was the only one actually on my team that had come in with absolutely zero all-star cheerleading background. I was a game day cheerleader for my high school, which is again no flips, like it's pom-poms, exactly what you think a cheerleader is. So for me to come in and I had to compete against 80 other athletes for one of 9 female spots on the mat for large co-ed, it was very, very challenging. And also, no one really took me seriously either. So I spent a big part of my first year kind of proving myself, proving that I could add value on the team because I came from an individual sport. So going out there with a team of people was nothing like scary to me, and that's often like a big deal is the whole competition. But I'm used to being the only one out there. So going out there with 19 other people, I'm like, okay, this is a piece of cake. This is fun. And I ended up like how I caught up was I was practicing about 6 hours a day outside of team practice every single day for the first 5 months of my cheerleading career because I mean, again, I was so behind. Like, I came in with not even beginning level skills. Like, I had zero understanding. And me and Coach Vontae always butted heads at the beginning of the year because he would say like cheer terminology, like a Swedish. And then I'm like, what's a Swedish? And he thought I was like being stupid, but I like literally didn't know. And I'm like, Vontae, you have to explain these things to me. Like, I have never heard of these things. I don't know what a toss platform is. Like, I need some repetition. I need some like verbal coaching and guidance. So it was a lot of us like just going back and forth with that. And then me just telling them, like, I'm serious about what I do. Like, you don't need to, I guess, coach me harsh because I came from a gymnastics background. You give me a correction and it'll be fixed for the rest of my life, you know? So, on top of that, my constant determination and dedication to just what I do and devoting my 100% into everything, I skyrocketed pretty fast. And 4 months into cheer, me and my stunt partner, Josh, we were the first ever true freshmen to qualify for partner stunt. And we were competing against 19 other, I want to say about 19 other college couples who had been cheerleading for like way longer than both of us together. And another unique thing too is even though my partner Josh had been cheering in All Star, he was a tumbler. So we both started co-ed stunting at the exact same time.
That's amazing. What an amazing journey. And a couple things that triggered me there, Haley.
Hmm.
The first being, as you're growing up and you have this perception around cheer and you're like, hey, that's not a real sport.
Right.
Fast forward, it's something that you're amazing at. You practice 6 hours a day to get to where you are today. I mean, what's the lesson in that to youth athletes about, perceptions and what they're being told? I just love to get your perspective on that.
When I first got into a sport or into cheerleading, there was this like skill bracket on it. And like my goals like throughout transforming the last 4 years was to go beyond that. Like I wanted to create skills and do skills and put out routines that no one else had ever seen before. And part of that was like to get us taken seriously. Like I want us to be in the Olympics. I without a doubt think that this sport deserves to be an Olympic sport, and I'm going to do everything I can right now to get us there, whether that's me competing in it as an athlete or paving the way, for youth athletes like we have right here with us. So that's number one, my biggest thing. And two, don't judge a book by its cover. Like I always heard like, oh, you just do pom-poms, like you're not actually doing any type of athletics. And then I go to Trinity Valley my first year ever into cheerleading, and at the time this was arguably the hardest collegiate program to make in America besides, Navarro and Weber State. It just really pushed me beyond my limits of what I even thought I was capable of as an athlete.
That's incredible. Have there ever been any moments where you questioned if it was all worth it? And how do you push through on the hardest days?
You always need to give yourself 3 months before you decide to like switch up your life in the sport, because you have to remember too, like one bad day is not equivalent to all of the good days that you've had throughout that entire year. And I mean, especially at Weber State and on the U.S. national team, I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to say not fun because it's a different type of fun. Like on the U.S. national team, when you're going 3 days for 12 days straight, you're practicing literally 10 hours a day, you're past the point of being sore. Like day 4 and 5, that lactic acid, like it's not existent. You're just used to it at that point. There's no like, oh, we get a break and then we compete. Like, no, it's like you go up all the way until you're on that U.S. national team floor. So it's like a different type of fun. And during those days when you're in the mud, like, of course, there's times where you doubt, like, why do I do this? Like, why do I put myself through this? But it's like the reward that you get knowing that you can do hard things. And I think that that's like the most important lesson to learn, especially through being like a cheerleader, is cheerleading is one of the most hard sports. Like it's the most dangerous, it's one of the most time intensive, and one of the most like sports that takes up all of your life. Like kids are dedicating literally their entire life to this. I can't imagine having grown up like in a cheerleading background and all-star. That is like a whole nother animal. Like that's serious, especially like just all-star, but college, Team USA, Utah Jazz stunt team, like we dedicate so much of our lives into this that like you have to look at the bigger picture before you make a choice to, take time off.
Yes, amazing. Well said, Haley. And here at Scorezle, we don't just feature athletes, we involve them. That's what makes today so special. We're not just about cards or books, we're about creating real connections. And today, we get to connect Oakley with her favorite athlete, you. So without further ado, Oakley, I'd love to hand it over to you. Do you have any questions for Haley?
Okay. How old were you when you started cheer?
So when I started co-ed cheerleading, I was 18 years old. I started July of 2021.
We watch your videos on Instagram.
We do. She was like, put it on so I can
That's
watch. But
awesome.
I'm so impressed just as a parent that you started it too at a whole different sport. And there is a big difference between gymnastics and cheer. From what I've seen, she started in gymnastics and transitioned over just much younger.
Mhm.
And to be 18 and to swap over and to come as far as you have, like that's incredible. Like that's truly a testament of your hard work and everything that you're doing. Like that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank you
big
so
deal.
much.
I thought you probably started to cheer at age 2 because you just are doing so many awesome things.
Thank you. Another funny thing to add to that is like actually when they recruited me like for the tumbling position. Like no one had any idea that I was even gonna be like good at flying because I hadn't really done it before. So it was like me spending the 6 hours a day in the gym flying that made me just start to skyrocket. And now I'm like primarily a flyer for Weber and Team USA. I've like had to force myself to tumble to keep up with the tumbling now because that's another thing. Like whenever I was starting in cheer, the tumbling for girls, like you needed a round off handspring full and you were like good. Now on Team USA, all like 11 of us that made the team last year had standing fulls. Weber State, out of the 8 girls that competed, 6 were in the bounding running pass, 4 were in the standing fulls, and then 7 were in the standing one to full pass. Like the era of being just a flyer in cheerleading is over now, and you have to be an all-around female athlete in order to be successful at the higher levels now. And I would say that that is one thing that has like drastically changed in the last 4 years. And it's because everyone all over the world is starting to get significantly better at
Yeah.
cheerleading.
I've been so surprised at just how competitive it is because
Yes.
we are newer to this world. And I'm just wondering, because I feel like you're still like a young athlete too, and like you still have so many more things to do. But even doing gymnastics younger, do you have any advice for parents? Like, is there a time where
Yes.
there was something that was just very supportive to you from your family that stood out where it could help other parents of young athletes be supportive to their,
Mm.
highly competitive and pressure filled, sports?
Yeah. I would say one of the biggest like lessons I learned is that there is no success without failure. And my parents were there throughout literally my gymnastics journey all the way to now. And in gymnastics, just where I grew up, we were a very, very dominating team. We went undefeated for 16 years. So I had never really truly experienced loss until I got to cheerleading. And my first year in Daytona, I mean, I went the entire year not really having any expectations. And again, that year was very hard on me mentally. By the time we got to Daytona, I was kind of just ready for the year to be over. Us losing Daytona that first year, it didn't really hit me as hard as it did my second year losing Daytona. So, not many people know this, but I didn't start winning like literally anything until I got to Weber State, which was 3 full years into cheerleading. So, my first year of cheer at Trinity Valley, I mean, we kicked our butts going against Navarro. Second year, kicked our butts going against Navarro. And going from like a leadership position my second year and really like carrying our team all the way to the finish line, my goal was for Trinity Valley to be like my team to be the first team to ever hit both days. And that sounds kind of like a bare minimum expectation, but at the time, that division was the most watched division in the entire world because of the Netflix show and the pressure that you got, like seeing security pull people off the stage when you run out there. It's like it was a lot. And there was not many times that either team, Navarro or Trinity Valley, had hit both days. So for us to go out and hit both days and then still lose, it was like one of those lessons that we learned where sometimes you win, you just don't walk away with the trophy. And that was like one of the hardest things, I guess, for me to walk away with, that I really needed that support system from my family because in my head, I'm like, in gymnastics, if you hit, do your job, you win. So I'm like, why am I not getting the results that I want? Like, I was frustrated. And one of the things that my mom just kept telling me is like, you need to look at the situation from an outside perspective and kind of reflect like what can we do better going forward, how can we make sure this literally never happens again. And one of those things that I've learned here at Weber is you have to slam the door shut. Like there can be no crack in the door where the judges can even slightly think of a reason to give it to somebody else. Like you have to slam the door shut behind you. And that was the mentality I've developed at Weber State that really helped me be successful going into Team USA was when you walk out there on the floor, it doesn't need to be a matter of like, oh my gosh, like I hope I stay in the air. It's like, how hard am I going to hit a perfect routine? Are the judges going to have any question in the back of their head after I walk off the floor? Am I going to have any regrets when I walk off the floor? And it was kind of developing this like, um, I don't want to say delusional mentality, but you have to walk out there and truly believe that like you are going to do nothing less than perfection. And if something does happen, it's okay because we're going to make it look perfect anyways. And one of my favorite quotes that I've been telling everyone lately is you have to be delusional enough to walk out there knowing you're the best, but insecure enough to outwork the fear of failure. And that's been one thing that my family has really helped me with going through everything. Because believe it or not, I still to this day think Team USA tryouts is the most nerve wracking experience. Every year it gets worse. Like it literally gets worse. It gives me more anxiety than Daytona does, or even competing with Team USA. It's the tryout process. I'm like, I want them to think I'm good enough. It's like, it's so scary and so much pressure.
All right, Oakley, do you have another question?
Sorry, I talk like so much. I'm super passionate. So if I need to shorten my answers, just let me know.
No, you're great. We are loving everything that you're saying. She is like the most talkative, chatty, like, I mean, hey, Slay Queen, and like, you got this girl. And she's just like, she's like, pinch me several times. She's like, Mommy, that's Hailey D'Lynn. Like, oh my gosh. Like, she's so,
Oh.
I've never seen her so quiet. I'm like, girl, have fun with it. You can ask her whatever you want.
Yes, ask me anything.
What's your favorite tumble pass?
Tumble pass. Okay, so in college in USA, we do dead mat tumbling, which is like concrete with just 1 inch mat rolled over it. We don't get springs. So doubles and stuff aren't even allowed in college. It's illegal. So one of my favorite passes to do is an Arabian through the kick full or a front hand front through the whip full.
She is just recently mastered standing tuck and
Okay.
Handspring tuck.
yeah, back handspring tuck, things like that. So
Okay.
she's starting to where she's about to start working on some of the the twists and the fulls and the things like that, and she's super
Yes.
excited. But so she loves watching. We see a lot of your in the air, the partner, stunt stuff. We haven't seen as much as
Mhm.
the tumbling, and she's like, I wonder what her favorite tumble pass is. Like, I want to see her tumbling too.
Yes. So that's another thing that's been kind of crazy with like the college world lately is they've changed our score sheet so much to where like individual specialty passes aren't even valued anymore. So like what they value is team tumbling. So it's what can 11 or more people do on the floor at one time. So for us, it's a whip full. Like the girls whip full and then the guys will either full or full because they're crazy, they're guys. But yeah, so we don't even get to do like corner passes or anything anymore like all-star cheerleading. It's all changed since last year. It's crazy.
What else you got?
Um,
You can ask whatever, girl.
Anything.
what advice would you give a young athlete like me who wants to be on the big stage one day?
I would say never set a dream too big because going into a lot of like I guess new experiences, I think the bigger the dream, the better. And I think once you achieve that dream, keep going. Because another one of my favorite things I live by, my morals, I actually got it tattooed on myself is stay proud but never satisfied. My like biggest dream at one point was making Weber State. And then when I signed to Weber State, it was making Team USA. And then when I made Team USA, I won partner stunt. So like those dreams need to keep going and keep skyrocketing. Never limit yourself or put a capacity to what you're capable of. And then also to go on top of that is whenever you're I guess living through these experiences and being on that big stage, really live in the moment and learn what to experience gratitude means because it does help to take the pressure off of you. It's like I finally am experiencing like what the success feels like. Like I've put in so much work and I'm finally reaping the benefits of it rather than like putting pressure on yourself. because that pressure really is a privilege, and that pressure will come as you achieve your dreams, but you need to just look at it from an outside perspective, kind of like how you are right now. You are looking at this like, wow, I want to be like that one day. When you are that girl, you're going to have girls looking at you like that. And you need to just remember to do it for them and do it for yourself, because you've put in so much work to get to that point.
Want to do another one, Oakley?
Yeah, you can show her.
Okay, I got you a little clip
Okay.
that we're gonna. It says you ate with a little spoon.
It's probably backwards because of our camera.
I can
That's
see
her
it.
favorite. That's her favorite thing to do is to make cheer clips.
Okay.
She's like super kindness focused, or you can tell them what she wants. She was wanting to know what you do to like hype yourself up.
Yeah.
Before cheer competitions and stuff, and then she was like, and I want to tell her what I do too.
Okay, yeah, you go first and then I'll go.
So like what I do before I hype, before I get hyped for my cheer competition, so like I would like pass out clips and we would play like hype songs and like
What's your cheer clip say?
This one?
Yeah, what do your ones say that you hand out?
You ate.
Mm-hmm. What else?
And
Slay Queen.
Slay Baddie.
Way back.
You go, girl. Yeah. So every competition, she sits for hours and makes all these cheer clips.
Wow.
She wants
But
everyone.
There's more.
Yeah, there's even more than this. She wants everyone to have them, and they're hit zero. Like you got this, and star, and shine, and she's like, I just want everyone to feel
Shine bright.
Yeah, she just like I want everyone to feel excited, to feel hyped and ready. Like she's like, I want everybody to win. And she has a very big personality like this. And we didn't know, or she didn't know who she was going to see. And she was like, I don't know why, but like Hailey D'Lynn, she like, I just want to be like, you ate, girl. She was like, and this clip makes me think of her because it has a spoon. And it's like, you ate. And then she got on here and got so excited. And then now she's so nervous. You want to show her what you carry your clips in now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got my bag? That's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, she had, and the shirt too that was in that box, it says, remember your why. Yes. She was so excited whenever you collabed with the My Cheerleading box. And she saw the ad and she was like, Mom, we got to have that. Like, you got to get that. And it came in and both girls were fighting over it. So now I have to get two. Because I have she has a little sister too that just started cheer, just made a mini level 1. And she's like, I'm carrying my clips around in that. She was like, and I'm going to take them to the cheer competition and spread them out. And she was like, and it's got Hailey D'Lynn's signature on it. And she was so excited to get that box.
I'm so glad.
And that's actually what she plans to put her clips in that.
Yeah.
You want to tell her what your hype songs are that you get ready?
So my hype song is Never Play or Never Play, and Heaven on This Earth, and Nobody's Better. That's
awesome.
She loves sports.
All right, Oakley, we've got to keep the fun going. You want to have some fun, Oakley?
Yes.
Okay, so listen, you're already part of the Scorezle family, right, Oakley? You have your own Scorezle card.
Yes.
But I want to get your reaction to the fact that we are about to welcome your favorite athlete to join the Scorezle family. What do you think about that?
I love that.
You love that? So that's right. So Hailey, today we are proud to officially welcome you to the Scorezle family. You truly have shown the world what it looks like to work hard, lift others, and rise with character. So we have created for you, and Kenny's going to be pulling it up here, a Scorezle card that honors all of that. Okay, so as Kenny pulls that up, drum roll please.
Drum roll please.
Want to welcome high-flying Hailey to the Scorezle family.
Hailey D'Lynn, you look so pretty.
You are the gymnast turned cheer champion whose determination lifts every team she's on. So welcome and congratulations.
You look so pretty.
I love it.
Her card looks so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. Hailey, so welcome to the Scorezle family. Oakley, thank you for beating us to that. But really, there's a couple of things that I wrote down that really are inspiring that you brought up from there is no success without failure, right? There couldn't be anything more true than that. We have to continuously improve. We have to work on getting better. That's great advice for youth athletes. And I really loved sometimes you win, sometimes you walk away with a trophy. But your journey is truly inspiring. What you do is incredible. The adversity that you've overcome just what you're doing for the sport and what you're doing to motivate young children everywhere. It's incredible. So we'd love to, have you join the Scorezle family.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. And really, what's really cool about this opportunity and Scorezle is that athletes everywhere can collect Oakley's card right next to yours, right? Her favorite athlete. So really having that fan and hero side by side, we thank you for allowing us the opportunity as well.
So as we kind of close this up, Andrea, Oakley, do you have like one more comment or question as we kind of close and wrap up this pod?
Thank you so much.
You're the best cheerleader I know.
I wanted to say something to you. Really, the world needs more people like you. So don't ever change.
Okay.
Wow. What an unforgettable episode. We ran into a little bit of audio trouble near the end, but thankfully before that happened, Hailey left us something incredibly powerful. A message to dream big, work hard, and never let anyone limit what you're capable of. Hailey, thank you for being such an incredible role model, not just for Oakley, but for athletes everywhere. In Oakley, thank you for bringing your energy, your kindness, and those amazing chair clips to the Scorezle podcast. And Mom Andrea, thank you for sharing your story and your heart with us all. To everyone listening, this is what Scorezle is all about. Connection, inspiration, and real champions on and off the mat. Make sure to follow Hailey at Hailey_D'Lynn, HAILEY_DLYNN to keep up with all the amazing things she's doing. And if you haven't already, follow us at Scorezle and collect your favorite Scorezle card, including Oakley's and Hailey's, because stories like these deserve to be celebrated. Until next time, keep showing effort, keep believing in yourself, and remember, the magic is already inside of you. We'll leave you with Hailey's special Scorezle anthem that was created just for her.
Now the world knows Hailey's name. Didn't grow up with a cheer squad crown, no all-star lights in a fancy town. She came from grit, she built her name. No shortcuts, just fire and flame. Gymnast roots and a rebel fight. Trained through the dark, chased every light. No invite in, she kicked the door. Now she's world champ, and then some more. No cheer background, no easy start. Just effort and heart and a world-class chart. They said you're late, she said I'm strong. She made them believers all along. She's high-flying, born to soar. No cheer pass, but she wanted more. Built her skill on sweat and pain. Now the world knows Hailey's name. She's high-flying, not by chance. USA gold in a champion stance. She trained, she fought, and never let go. And her card says what the world should know. She kept on grinding when no one saw. Through her heart, through every flaw. Neck in pain, memories dim. Still showed up, still went in. No cheer roots, but a mountain soul. Trained through setbacks, kept her goal. Coaching kids, teaching flight. Turning doubts in a full-out might. They tried to shake her, but joy's too loud. She rose again and made her proud. So here's her words to every kid: never let anyone steal your joy like she never did.